In this video, we will continue the series of Laravel microservices by adding a cron job to synchronize the databases. So, in the previous video, the comments microservice has a 10% chance of failure when sending requests to the other microservice. This means that the databases have missing information. We will fix that problem by adding a cron job to the post microservice that every a specific amount of time it will query the databases and it will synchronize the data. So let's see how to do it in this video. So I opened the projects. This is a post microservice and this is a comment microservice. Also, this is the front end running, and we can see now that we have some comments, but some of them are missing. So I created comments from 1 to 9, and we can see number 2, 4, and 8 are missing. So we need to create a cron job in this tutorial to retrieve those missing comments. To do that, we need to create a command in the post microservice. So let's open the terminal and let's create a new command here. PHP artisan make command. I'll call it sync comments. So we created the command and it will be created in the console commands sync comments. Here I will remove these comments and I will keep only the signature and the handle function. The signature will be the command that we need to run to execute this handle function, and I will call the signature sync comments. So this is the command that we need to run, and in the handle function we needed to connect to the comments database, get all the comments there, and sync that to this database. So we need two database connections. So how can we handle multiple database connections in Laravel? We can do that by going to config, database, and here we have a MySQL connection. We need to change this now. Actually, we will not change that, so I need to copy and to create a new connection, and I will call it comments DB. And here, let's remove what we don't need. So I will remove all these values here, the URL, and I will keep only the host, port, database, username, and password. And I will remove this also. And instead, these environment values, I will change them. I will add the 2 in the end. So this will be db host 2, db port 2, db database 2, username and password. And that should be it. So we added this connection. Now let's add these environment values. Let's go to our env file, and we have these environment values here, which I will copy and I will paste it here. I will add the 2, and the db host is the same, the db port is the same, username and password are also the same. The only thing that it will change is the database, which is comments microservice. You can name this as your database table there. So now let's go to the sync comments and let's get all the comments from the other microservice. And I'll create a variable here, all the comments, and this is equal to db. Don't forget to import this use illuminate support facades db connection. Now the connection is comments db. So here we will select this other connection that we created in the database. This is comments db. The table is comments, and I will get them all. So we got the comments now from the comments DB, and now let's get the posts from this database here, and we can get them normally. Posts is equal to post all of them, but to avoid any problems we need to set, so I will call here db set default connection to MySQL, because if we go to the database, the other connection is called MySQL, which is the default one. So we'll connect to the other database, we will get what we need there, which are the comments, and then we will switch to the posts database, and here we can use it as normally. And now that we got all the posts, let's add the for each here, for each post as post. And now we want to get all the comments from this post ID. And we cannot do it via a query, so this is a Laravel collection, and I will filter them using the filter function. First I will get the comments from post comments like this, and then I will get the filtered comments. This is equal to all the comments. This is a Laravel collection, so I will use the filter function here to filter all the comments. So this will have a comment here. We will filter all the comments that the comment post underscore ID is equal to this post ID. Notice that this post is highlighting here, so it doesn't recognize this post here. In order to recognize it, we need to use here the post. So that's it. In order to use anonymous functions, so this is an anonymous function, and if we want to use a variable inside this anonymous function, we have to use this use here. So we added the post, and we will get the filtered comments there. And now we want to check if the length of the comments is the same as filtered comments, because ideally they should be the same. If they are not, it means that we have to update the post. So what I will do, I will make a condition here: if count of the comments is different than filtered comments count. So why I'm using the count function here and filtered comments count here. So this is still a Laravel collection because we get it from here, and this comments here is not a Laravel collection, is a normal array. So if we go to the models post here, is a normal array because we use it like that. And if they're not equal, this means that we want to update our post. So let's do it. To update the post, we will set the comments. So post comments are equal to filtered comments. We need to map them, because the way that they are stored in the comments database. So let me check it here. They have an ID, a post ID, text, created that and updated that. The way that they are stored in the posts here, so let me check it. They are stored with as a JSON array. So you should check my previous video how I store the comments as a JSON array. So the way that I will convert this to a JSON array is I will use the map function. Here we will have still a comment, and the way that we need to convert this comment, so we don't need an arrow here, we will return only the text. So we will return an array that will have the text as the comment text. And that's it. So what is left is to save the post. So post, save, and that should be it. This will synchronize the comments. So let's test this. Before executing as a cron job, we have to make sure that this command works. So let's run PHP artisan, and now we need to run the signature, which is sync comments. So sync comments, and it seems that is working fine. And let's refresh this now, and we can see all the comments here. So it is working as it should. So I was expecting an error actually, but this is working fine. Still, I will make some small changes. One is that I want to get the values here for the filtered comments. So this won't change anything. We will still get the same response, but while I was testing this, I had some problems and this value solved it. So if you encounter problems, you should use values here. Now let's run this command as a cron job. So we need to do it in kernel.php. Let's go also to Laravel task scheduling documentation here. It shows us how we can run cron jobs. And here we need to run a command, and we need to specify how long we should wait in order to run it again. So I will run the command that we used here, which is sync comments. Paste it here, and not hourly, although we can add hourly. I will add every minute here, so we can see the changes automatically without needing to wait 1 hour. So this is a schedule command. We need also to add here the commands, which is our sync comments, that class, like this. Don't forget also to import it. And that should be it. So there are two ways now to run this schedule. The first one is this. We need to run the command php artisan schedule work. And the worker has started successfully. Now every minute this command will run. And to see if it works, I will go to the post database directly, and I'll change this comment's value directly to empty array. And I will save it. We can see here that we don't have any comments yet, and when this executes, we should get more comments. So let's wait 1 minute and to see the response. So I waited, and we can see execution 1 output. We run the scheduled command. And now that we run this, let's refresh the database. We can see the comments are changed here. And if we refresh, we see all the 9 comments. So it is working as it should. So this is one way of running the commands. The other way is to run cron tab. So cron tab, our machine will automatically execute this command for us, and we don't need to run PHP artisan schedule work. And usually when you deploy it, you better use cron tab than running the commands like this. So we have a command here for cron tab in the documentation. I think it should be near the end. Let's see it. Cron, which is a command. This is a command. So running the scheduler, we should go here. And this is a command that we need to add to cron tab in order for it to run periodically. So in Mac and Windows, you can use a cron tab -e, And here we are inside the cron tab, and here we can write the command. On Windows, not sure if we have a cron tab option there, but you should read if it is possible. So I will quit this, and because cron tab -e uses Vim, and I don't know how to use Vim. If you use Vim, use cron tab -e, but I prefer to use editor nano cron tab -e, and this is better for me. So you can pick either nano or Vim. So now we need to copy this command and paste it here, but we have to change the path of our project here. So the path of my project is, let me remove this, is like this: YouTube, Microservices, Laravel, posts. So this is the folder that is located this project. We need to run this command schedule run, and these other commands that Laravel needs it, and that should be it. So I will save this. I'll type OK here, so we need to let PHP Storm access the administrator part, and that should be it. So we don't need to change anything. Now what I will do is the comments now, I will convert them again to an empty array, and we should wait 1 minute and refresh this page. So it doesn't seem that it is working. We still get empty comments here, so I should have made a mistake somewhere. And what I will do to find the mistake, I will run the command php artisan schedule run, and we have this command here that is kind of the command that we want. So maybe I should copy this. I will copy this console here, and I will add that to the cron tab. So instead of I will keep the folder, and in the end here I will remove all this with the command that was echoed before, like this. So maybe this is the reason. So I will save this, and that's it. So for the comments now, I will change it back to empty array here, and I will save it again. And let's wait 1 minute and to see if this other way works, because the previous one didn't work. And now it is working. We can see now all the 9 comments here, and I didn't run any command. So it is working fine. Now we can work with our microservices, and in the background there is a cron job that will synchronize the databases in case an error happens. And this is how cron jobs work in production environment. There are cron tabs with commands that make sure everything is correct. So this is how we add cron jobs. Thank you for following this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.